differentiate their playstyles with Prom, and I'm curious if we're going to see an actual separation on the tier list, or if both those characters are just too similar.
I think, I mean, you could go on about this debate. It's definitely like a Marth Lucina kind of thing.
Except Marth is worse.
Except
like
Marth is strictly worse. I think I can only speak from what my characters play, and both of my characters have an easier time with Roy than they do Chrom, and that might be the case for a lot of characters, but it might be the opposite for a bunch more.
Can we also talk about the way that Joj is approaching this game?
Yeah.
He is standing still, not hitting any buttons, and this is I think this is how you beat Dazai. Force this man to drown himself.
Oh, we've got up airs though.
Okay, platform drops? Dazai doing work here. But yeah, you can go ahead and be the waves. Joj will be the rock, and he'll let you break yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, there we go.
We are getting cheeky.
Both players, I think this is a little bit of a friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
I don't think
there's no heat, but everybody's getting a little pumped up. That Nair just doing everything. Out here doing the most. Get you a man like Ike's Nair. No counter. Interesting.
Yeah, tried to go ahead and clip and send it forward air. Not quite going to do it though.
Ooh.
That's why I love Joj, man. Sometimes his reads are just on point. There it is. Yep, that was not the angle. Joj reeling back into seat. Knows he kind of let that one go.
Yeah, but it still feels like he's in control of this game. He's kind of doing everything he needs to. Oh!
Yeah, everything he needs to and more. Taking a full stock lead with that savage spike.
You know, just sometimes you get tired of people directionally air dodging the ledge. You're like, no, this is not your third jump.
Yeah,
you don't
get that
here.
for free.
You do not get to recover. I'll say this, I don't see a lot of Ikes down air like that though.
Yeah, that was definitely a confidence booster right there.
Oh,
he had it. He had the read.
read.
You're dead.
Oh, he scooped him.
Joj.
The turnaround scoop.
Then Dazai sitting there with a smile on his face like, damn, son.
Oh, man. That was very slick. Joj in a very comfortable position.
We talked a
that
little
first
bit
game
earlier about maybe this being Dazai's chance to win a tournament.
But is it Joj?
But is it Joj? I mean, here's the problem. He's going to have to get over Dexter.
That's the thing. I think, so how are these two against Seagull? Because if Seagull were to take out Dexter, that might be a better case scenario for these two.
I know Dazai's upset Seagull a couple times. I don't know that Joj has, but I know that it's been very close during the sets that I've commentated.
A lot of different ways it could go.
Yeah, we still have a couple more games to play. So I think the key takeaway from that game is that when Joj has the lead, he is terrifying.
Absolutely. But we're seeing the reverse happen. A really solid string from Dazai here. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong.
No, it is Dazai.
Dazai?
Dazai.
Okay.
Yeah, Dazai.
My drawl has to come out with some of these.
Yeah, I suppressed my New England accent, otherwise I couldn't say half the people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's the stock.
12% only, too. Dazai doing a hell of a job recovering from that mollywop any kind of gut game one.
Yeah, just no loss of composure here.
Ooh, Harry into up B, very good.
All right, so how is Joj going to respond here? He kind of needs to. We kind of need to see a confident play like we saw with that dare. Okay, maybe not that, but something along those lines might be needed for him to get back into this.
So far, Dazai not really giving him the opportunity to do so, though. Great, I love that option. A lot of more players have been doing that, like jumping off the ledge and just immediately wave dashing to the ground.
Oh, but no punish on the way.
This is a complete reversal. Dazai now, with that jab into back air, has a 2-stock lead. So perhaps, like, the name of the game is if Joj can play defensive, perhaps he will win. But if Dazai goes off like this, he just may never have a chance.
Yeah, he's finding an opening and taking advantage of it. The parry up B not working there, though, and that was Joj not committing to anything and just waiting for a defensive option. Oh, we have reads.
And speaking of reads,
but we also have DI.
Dazai getting clipped for the first time just about this stock, only 21%, while Joj at kill percent here from just about
150.
anything. Yeah, what percentage do the Roy's throws kill at?
I have no idea.
They just don't.
They don't?
I think they have set knockback.
That's, well,
Okay,
that does not have
that'll
sub
do it though. Yeah,
knockback.
exactly.
So yeah, a complete turnaround. The library was definitely open
Oh yeah.
that game, though.
This man took
There
some
were some
remedial
reads.
This man took some remedial lessons in between the
yeah.
games. Pull out that dictionary. Oh, that's what that means. Okay. So getting into game 3 here, I think that Smashville's kind of worked out for everybody, but I'm kind of terrified of Dazai's platform drops.
Yeah, that he was able to pull off some pretty crazy strings just through those.
So
And
perhaps I'd like to see Stadium as be the pick.
I think so. But we're going to
Town
town.
instead.
Interesting. So we've seen that Dazai doesn't really lose composure when he gets bopped. What about Joj? That was a licking that he took that game 2.
Yeah, it's going to take some mental fortitude to turn up here. But, I mean,
So far,
so far so good. He's
Clean
slowed the pace
neutral.
down, yeah. So I'm liking this counter pick. Now that I see the way Joj is approaching it, he's got space now.
oh, but these reads are coming out here.
Yeah, a couple good tech chases by Dazai, but yeah, Joj now seems to be able to play with that confidence from now that he's ahead. Great tech chases though.
Oh, the surprise.
That wasn't even a sweet spot too. I like.
Yeah, that was. Roy's got some privilege.
Sorties, man.
I just.
We out here with Mario scrapping with our bare hands.
I can't do it. Sword characters. Although I have been playing Mark lately. He's a lot of fun. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, that was a mix-up on the DI there. Basically, Joj can choose what direction you have to DI by modifying his aerial drift on the up air. And if you don't react to it, you're DIing the exact opposite direction you should be. You just die like 20% early.
Jesus. I know it's kind of reminiscent of Corrin up air from Smash 4.
Yeah, it's a very good point. Yeah, they basically gave this character like friggin'
That worked.
yeah.
I hate that worked.
full commitment to it, but not quite paying off, but still gets a little bit. You got the booby prize, the consolation.
Yeah. No eruption. So a relatively even game 3 though. Zai has a bit of a lead, but I mean, Joj just, he has a lead now. It's a lead.
So yeah, no rage in Town and City being a stage with high ceilings means that Dazai's got another 30% to play with.
Oh yeah.
And play he will as he gets going here with this.
We've got some escalator combos here, slowly up airing him, up airing him, up airing him, and Joj's got to be careful.
Neutral air to back air, not quite going to take it though. Dazai gets a chance to upbeat Electro free. Joj a little bit preemptive with those options.
That nair.
I am liking his delays and quick draw though. Again, Dazai, like, please roll in.
He
Please tell me you haven't learned the lesson.
Oh. Yeah. That was just smart.
Yeah.
And so
Joj, I think he was trying to get on the platform, but he recognized he didn't have the charge to get him.
it was a close start to game 3, but I just sort of opened it up, and Joj was on his back foot the
And
whole
what a
time.
turnaround from game 1. 2 solid games from Dazai after it looked like Joj had his card.
Oh yeah. I'll say this though, I don't think Joj is out of it mentally. He seemed that, like, he did lose that by a pretty solid margin, but it didn't seem like it was unwinnable.
Joj going back to his
switch to
Smash
Diddy
4
Kong.
Diddy Kong. This was a Smash 4 main. Diddy Kong is nice in this game now.
He is definitely, like, a lot of people were sleeping. I thought Diddy Kong was good before the bugs.
I did not. I think
Sakurai disagreed with me.
that really he needed to have the upbeat fixed. They could have not done anything else other than that upbeat and he would have been a solid character.
Yeah, I can see that.
The upbeat was just, it was a criminal.
It was not very good.
You could run off forward air and die as Diddy if you didn't have your double jump. It was so bad. So this is a character, again, where you can play very defensively, but the problem is that you can't really respond out of shield as easily. And if Dazai is going to light you up stock 1, then your defensive game plan might be broken down before it can even start.
Just a really quick and solid stock. And Joj has, I mean, I feel like Diddy, even in this game, is still a character that you have to slow the tempo down so that you can speed it back up on your own terms. And Dazai's just not letting him do that.
No, I don't think Diddy has the hitboxes to play against characters that like are putting this pressure on until you get the banana game going.
Yeah.
And so far, Dazai has taken that option off the table
We are
to
barely
taking a
minute
commanding
in.
lead.
Barely a minute in, and he's on his last stock. Some cheeky little banana play here, though.
Is that a euphemism?
It can be, depending on your fancy. I didn't say that with the intention of being a euphemism, but I won't say no. How about that?
Because, I mean, Dazai definitely touching this man inappropriately right now.
There's some inappropriate touching.
Look at that up B immediately snuffing out that down tilt. I am loving the
And
way
with
that
this
Dazai's
rage,
approaching.
Joj is in, like, it's one read right here.
Maybe
Maybe
not
not that
air.
read.
Joj looks like he has just no answer to this.
Very dominant performance. Yeah, not gonna do it, but indicative of kind of how this game has gone. And again. Don't neutral. Okay.
You didn't neutral get up, you called it. Like Joj recognized that Dazai was set up for that, but Dazai reacting like quick.
He knew.
Ah,
So
damn.
Dazai is in grand finals,
On
winner's
winner's
side.
So the last time he made it to Grands, he lost, he was on loser